Moving on now, Karnataka traders are up in arms against online payment modes. The traders have been slapped with tax notices for online payments. The traders say they have been getting tax notices and have put up boards in their shops saying they will accept only cash payments and not online payments. The traders are wearing black bands over GST notices. The CM has also called for a meeting with the traders to discuss the issues, and the meeting is currently underway. But here's why the traders are protesting. The vendors say thousands of them have received tax notices. The traders whose UPI receipts are above 40 lakh rupees have received these tax notices, with as many as 14,000 traders under the scanner for this. Vendors say they are being harassed and have asked the authorities to step in. But who's responsible for this fear? BJP and the Congress are fighting it out over who is responsible for tax terror. While the CM has called for a meeting of the traders at 3, the government claims that the centre is responsible for harassment. Deputy CM DK Shivakumar claims that it was centre's decision, but the BJP has now hit back. Union Minister for Food, Public Distribution and Consumer Affairs, Prahlad Joshi, has clarified that GST notices issued to small-scale traders in Karnataka are not from the central government, but from the state. Responding to Deputy Chief Minister DK Shivakumar's claim that the state has no role in issuing tax notices, Prahlad Joshi called the statement utterly ridiculous. BJP Karnataka too hit out and claimed that a lie doesn't become the truth only because it is repeated multiple times.
Central GST Council had not issued us a letter. I have the letter in my hand. I can put it you on record. I think we wouldn't have got. So they are forcing us to do this activity. So we have issued a letter and today CM will discuss on this.
GST is the combined responsibility of both the state and the centre. As far as the state is concerned, we have not imposed any GSTs. It is the central government which decides. And the central government should take all the responsibility.
So it's just a blame game.
It's a blame game, that's all. Exploiting the people to the core.
Let me go across to my colleague Imran, who's joining us in the broadcast with more details. Now, this has led to a state versus centre war of words, with the centre saying, such notices are not being sent by them. The state is responsible for it and the state denying it.
Well, absolutely. In fact, the Chief Minister himself had touted saying that GST has been being forced by the central government. They have nothing much role to play, and in fact, Deputy Chief Minister also said rather the blame should be on the BJP and the central government, not on the state government. And but the BJP, however, alleging is that in order since the coffers are empty, the state government is forcing Commercial Tax Department to issue notices to the Small Traders Association for all these notices, and that's the reason why they are concerned about it and they support the Small Traders Association ban. But the Traders Association has said whoever is responsible, unless until the notices are taken back, they'll continue to protest. They are doing protests today and tomorrow by wearing black bands. On 25th, sit-in protests have been called for in Bangalore over this particular issue.
All right, Imran, thank you very much for getting us the details. Now, my colleague Neha Hebale brings us a report speaking to traders who have been slapped a notice and what they have now and why they have now stopped accepting cash payments.
Many street vendors in Bengaluru have now received GST notices here asking them to be regulated under the in fact, act there that regulates these vendors for the GST. Now, if we're talking about this, many of the vendors are of the opinion that it's unfair to ask them to, of course, pay these GST, pay the tax over here in concern, given that they have very small businesses. ಬಾಕಿ ಈಗ ಕೆಲವು ಯಾರು ನೋಟಿಸ್
ಎಲ್ಲರೂ ತುಂಬಾನೇ ಕಷ್ಟ ಆಗುತ್ತೆ. ಅದನ್ನ ನಮಗೂ ಕೊಟ್ಬಿಟ್ರೆ ತುಂಬಾನೇ ಕಷ್ಟ ಆಗುತ್ತೆ. ಬಟ್ ಆ ತರ ಕೊಟ್ಟಿಲ್ಲ. ನಾವು ಹೋಗಿ ಅವ್ರಿಗೆ ಕ್ಲಾಸಿಫಿಕೇಶನ್ ಮಾಡ್ಬೇಕು ಅಷ್ಟೇ. ನಾವು ಹೋಗಿ ಅವ್ರಿಗೆ ಹೇಳ್ಬೇಕು ನಾವು ಈ ತರ ಹಣ್ಣು ವ್ಯಾಪಾರ ಮಾಡ್ತಾ ಇರೋದು. ಹಣ್ಣು ವ್ಯಾಪಾರಕ್ಕೆ ಹಣ್ಣು ತರಕಾರಿ ಹೂವು ಯಾವುದಕ್ಕೂ GST ಇಲ್ಲ. ಹಂಗಾಗಿ ನಾವು ಹೋಗಿ ಅವ್ರಿಗೆ ಹೇಳ್ಬೇಕು ನಾವು ಈ ತರ ಮಾಡ್ತಾ ಇದೀವಿ ನಮ್ದು ಅಂತ. ನಾನು ಮಾಡಿದ್ದೀನಿ, ನಾನು ಕನ್ಸಿಡರ್ ಮಾಡಿದ್ದಾರೆ. ಓಕೆ ಸರ್.
Essentially, what he said is that, of course, it would become extremely difficult for these street vendors if they're now being asked to pay taxes over here after GST notice. notices are being issued to them. While in this particular case here, the vendor has gone and clarified with the tax office there about the notice, stating that his business shouldn't fall under the ambit of the GST. There are many other vendors across the city who now raised this valid concern, and it remains to really be seen at this point as to how the Karnataka government resolves this issue.
And with that, we're slipping into a very short break. There's a lot more